Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well on this Sunday afternoon. We're going to finish our last play-in game for our 1980 one and done football playoff tournament. And the last ticket to be punched will either be by the St. Louis Cardinals or the New England Patriots. In 1980, the St. Louis Cardinals were a miserable 5-11. They traveled to Foxborough to play the New England Patriots, who were 10-6. And again, the winner will get the last ticket to go to the Sweet 16. 4 teams have already had automatic bids, and those are the Buffalo Bills and Cleveland Browns at 11-5, and the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys at 12-4. And the other teams that won their play-in games. This is our last play-in game. When this is over, we'll do a quick little video on the brackets after they're set up. And we'll start gameplay at some point, maybe even later tonight. But we might do a little college football tonight or a little baseball. So let's go to the starting lineups and play some football. Hope everyone's enjoying their Sunday afternoon or whenever you're watching this. Once again, this is our Action PC Football 1980 football tournament. And now to the starting lineups. For the St. Louis Cardinals, the running backs are Anderson and Morris. The wideouts, Tilley and Gray. The tight end, Marsh. The quarterback is Jim Hart. Deerdorf and Collins are the tackles. Bostic and Cotton are the guards. And Branheny is the center. For the New England Patriots, the running backs are Ferguson and Tutupu. The wideouts are Morgan and Jackson. The tight end, Russ Francis. The quarterback, Steve Grogan. The tackles are Wheeler and Jordan. The guards, Hanna and Sam Adams. The center is Lankaitis. Both teams play a 3-4. The defensive ends for St. Louis, Greer and Pollard. The nose tackle is Brown. The two outside linebackers, Williams and Arnis. The middle linebackers, Kearney and Niels. In the defensive backfield for St. Louis, the cornerbacks are Worley and Allen. The safeties, Green and Nelson. For the 1980 New England Patriots, the defensive ends are Julius Adams and McGee. The nose tackle is Sugar Bear Hamilton. The outside linebackers are Schote and Hawkins. The middle linebackers, Nelson and Golick. The cornerbacks, quite a pair, Haynes and Claiborne. The safeties, Fox and Sanford. The Patriots won the toss and elected to receive. Back deep for the Patriots is Ivory. The short men are Brown and Courier. Here's the kickoff. The return is put on. I'll be playing as the New England Patriots. It's one of the rare instances when I play as the better team. I always play as the New England Patriots. And the Action PC engine will be playing as the St. Louis Cardinals. Here's the kickoff. And here comes the return for the Patriots. And it's a pretty good one. Pass.
Receiving team.
Well, the 30-yard return is nullified on the penalty. Holding by James. So the Patriots, after a good return, see the yellow hanky, and they'll start, instead of good field position, in very poor field position. 1st and 10 on their 8. Steve Grogan is under center. Split backfield of Vegas, Ferguson, and Mosey to Tupu. The wideouts, Harold Jackson and Stanley Morgan. The tight end, Russ Francis. St. Louis in a 3-4. And we're going to give the ball to Vegas Ferguson. On a trap right to Vegas Ferguson. And there goes Ferguson. Tackled by Worley. The cornerback comes up and makes the play. Gain of 4 for Ferguson. So it'll be 2nd and 6 from the New England 12. Short and quick to Stanley Morgan. Can they get it to the Roadrunner? Complete to Morgan, and he cuts towards the middle, brought down by Worley, and they're going to be a few inches short. That's a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd and inches as Grogan completes his first pass to the Roadrunner, Stanley Morgan. So 3rd and inches for the New England 18. And I think 3.9 to Tupu, 2.9. Calhoun. Don Calhoun will come in the backfield as Tupu goes out, so it'll be a split backfield of Ferguson and Actually, you know what? Run block 5. Yeah, we're going to put Tupu back in. We're going to go I formation. I formation. Tupu is the up back. Ferguson behind him. And we're going to go to a 2 tight end set. The lone wideout, Stanley Morgan, to the bottom of the screen. I formation. The extra tight end is Don Hasselbeck. And Tupu on the dive. Mosey Tupu goes up the middle. He's got the first down and more. 9-yard gain for Mosey Tupu, the USC grad. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Patriots on their 27, brought down by Mark Arneson for the Cardinals. So they'll stay in I formation again. Tupu the up back, Vegas Ferguson behind him, and the 2 tight end set of Francis and Hasselbeck. The lone wideout is Stanley Morgan. We're going to play action fake, and we're going to look for Russ Francis on the short out. Play action fake, Grogan throws over the middle instead, and it is intercepted. Oh my lord. Grogan moves away from Francis, throws over the middle, throws high as he tried to dump it to Vegas Ferguson. That is picked off by Ken Green of the Cardinals, and the Cardinals will take over 1st and 10 on the New England 40. The upset-minded Cardinals. Jim Hart under center. The wideouts are Tilley and Gray, the tight end Marsh, the running backs Anderson and Morris. Patriots are in their 3-4. And they're going to play tight man, run. Hart gives the ball to number 32, and he is smothered under. That's Otis Anderson. A gain of 1. Tackled by Tony McGee. So it'll be 2nd and 9 for the New England 39. Again, split backfield. Hart under center. 2 wideouts. The tight end, Marsh, number 87, to the bottom portion of the screen. Patriots in a 3-4. Tight man coverage. And they're going to send Nelson up the middle. And we're going to play pass on 2nd and 9. Hart back to pass. Nelson gets there. Tremendous pressure right up the gut. And Steve Nelson gets the sack. And that is a loss of 6. It'll be 3rd and 15 from the New England 45. Patriots defense hoping to hold after the Grogan interception. So 3rd and 15. They'll go with a 3-3 nickel now. As they come out with an extra defensive back. And I'll be Roland James, number 38. So 3rd and 15. Man coverage. And we're going to take away... We're going to double team Tilley and Gray. Actually, we're going to double team Tilley on the medium. And we're going to play pass. Hart drops back to pass with time. Dumps it down to Otis Anderson. Tackled by Ray Claiborne. Gain of 9, but that is not enough. And here comes the punter. So they're going to punt as this is out of field goal range. We're going to watch for the fakes. Here's the snap. And we're going to let it roll. Let's see if this gets in the end zone. And it does. It will be... No, it does not. As the animation did not match up with what actually happened. It will be downed after an 8-yard return by Mike Haynes. So the Patriots start 1st and 10 on their 28. Split backfield, Ferguson and Mosey to Tupu. Wideouts, Harold Jackson, Stanley Morgan, tight end, Russ Francis. Grogan threw an interception last time on the field. And we're going to go screen. Screen to Vegas Ferguson. And Ferguson has it, has some blockers out in front, and he has about 15 yards. Yes, 15 yards. So 1st and 10 on the 31, brought down by the Cardinal Mark Arneson, and that's his 2nd tackle. So 1st and 10 from the New England 31. New England will go I formation now. Tupu the up back. And we're going to take out Vegas Ferguson, and we're going to go with Don Calhoun. So Don Calhoun is behind Mosey to Tupu. 2 wideouts, the tight end Russ Francis, bottom of the screen. Play action fake. And we're going to look for Russ Francis. Medium slant to Francis. Play action fake. Grogan back to pass. Looking. Fires! And Francis cannot hold on to the ball. Oh, he was open. That would have been a big gainer. But he drops it. And going off the field for the Cardinals is Greer. He'll be out for a few plays. It is 2nd and 10 now from the New England 31. With 10-11 to play in the 1st quarter. The winner goes to the Sweet 16 of our tournament. And we're going to go Don Calhoun up the middle. And Don Calhoun puts his head down and plows behind Mosey to Tupu, picks up 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5 from the 36. Short and quick. Short and quick to Harold Jackson. Incomplete. Oh, so the blitz was coming right up the middle. Grogan couldn't set his feet, quickly fired out to Jackson, but a little too far. And it's now 4th and 5, and here comes the punter, Mike Habeck. They'll be punting deep. Here's the snap and the punt. Fielded around the 20. And Bell with an 11-yard return on the 45-yard punt. St. Louis will start 1st and 10 on their 30. So Jim Hart and the Cardinals get their 2nd opportunity here. Anderson and Morris are the backs. The wideouts, Tilley and Gray. The tight end is Marsh. Patriots in their 3-4. They're going to play tight man run. And Hart back to pass. He throws it out to number 83, Tilley, but he led him too far on the medium fly. Hart felt the pressure coming right up the middle. Patriots do have a sack on him. 2nd and 10 from the St. Louis 30. And we're going to send Schote on a blitz from the outside. Tight man coverage. And we're going to play pass. And here comes the blitz. And brought down by Julius Adams is number 32, O.J. Anderson, for no gain. As the blitz slowed down Anderson. And Julius Adams put him to the turf here in Foxborough. Brings up 3rd and 10. St. Louis goes to the 3 wide out set. Tilley, Gray, and Stiff. Marsh is a tight end. Patriots will answer with a 3-3 nickel. The extra defensive back is Roland James. It is 3rd and 10, man coverage. And they're going to double Tilley. Actually, we're going to go with a 3-2 dime. And we're going to double Tilley and Gray. Actually, they won't let us double two. We're going to double Tilley on the medium. We're going to play pass. 3-2 dime. Back to pass. Hart looking, completes it to Marsh, the tight end. He is brought down well short of the first down. Only a gain of 4, tackled by the safety, Tim Fox. And that will force St. Louis to punt. There's the punt. The return's on for the Patriots. A return of 8 by Mays. I'm sorry, by Haynes, and he is brought down by Mays. I'll be back in a moment. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. All right, the Patriots have it 1st and 10 on the 35 after the punt that Mike Haynes returned for 8 yards, tackled by Mays. And we're going to go I formation. Tutupu will be the up back. Don Calhoun behind him. Jackson and Morgan are the wideouts. Russ Francis is the tight end. Calhoun, and we're going to go dive play up the middle with Don Calhoun. And he's going to pick up 4 yards. Good blocking, Mosey Tutupu. And it will be 2nd and 6 from New England 39 with 7:33 to play in a scoreless first quarter. As Matt McClennan says, what's happening? I need a nice diversion. Another Browns loss. I can't take it anymore. Well, I picked the Browns last week and they had a tie, but I couldn't pick them this week. So New Orleans did beat them, huh? I just got the red zone on now. Sorry about that, bud. I hope they win soon. I really do. So it is 2nd and 6. Again, I formation. Let's check out Calhoun. We're going to go screen to Don Calhoun out of the I formation. Grogan, and Calhoun drops it. Another drop by a Patriot receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd and 6. Calhoun will go out of the game. And we're going to go with Andy Johnson. Andy Johnson will come in. Very good receiving back. Former quarterback out of college. He would go on to play briefly for the Boston Breakers. Injuries shortened his career. He was very good in 76. Split backfield now to Tupu and Andy Johnson. 3rd and 6. Jackson and Stanley Morgan are the wideouts. And Russ Francis is the tight end, top of the screen, number 81. Wow! Ron from Retro Sports Network says, missed an extra point and New Orleans won on a field goal. That is awful. Holy cow. You know, I think they're gonna win a couple this year. I really do. They've played hard the first 2 weeks, so that's a good thing. We're gonna go screen to Andy Johnson, number 32. Grogan back to pass under pressure, and he is unable to connect up with Andy Johnson. Pressure applied by Kearney on the delayed blitz, and once again the Patriots will go off the field with no scoring. Here comes the punter. So it's been an interception, punt, and punt now. Mike Hubeck will punt. Snap and the punt. And the return by St. Louis quickly brought down as Green is nailed by Bishop after a 50-yard punt, only a 1-yard gain. So Jim Hart and the Cardinal offense steps back out on the field here at Schaefer Stadium. 38 degrees and clear. Winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Split backfield of O.J. Anderson and Morris. The wideouts, Tilley and... Oh, they're going 2 tight end set. Only 1 wideout, Tilley. The double tight ends, Marsh and Combs. Patriots in a 3-4. And we're going to play tight man coverage. And we're going to play the run. Hart hands the ball off to number 24, Morris, who picks up 5 yards. He was brought down by Mike Hawkins. That's Hawkins' first tackle. And it's 2nd and 5 from the St. Louis 17, 6:26 to play in a scoreless first quarter. The winner punches their ticket to the Sweet 16. Cardinals stay in that 2 tight end set, split backfield, Hartlander center. The lone wideout is Tilley. Patriots in a 3-4. Tight man, run. And it's going to be O.J. Anderson goes the outside. He cannot turn the corner. He loses 3. Big hit by Mike Hawkins again as Tom Brunny missed his block as that play got blown up in the backfield. O.J. Anderson could not turn the corner, and it's now 3rd and 8. Cardinals go to a 3 wide out set of Tilley, Gray, and Stife. The tight end is Marsh. The lone back is O.J. Anderson. Patriots are going to go to a 3-2 dime. The 2 extra defensive backs are James and Courier. 3rd and 8. Third and 8. We're going to play tight man coverage. We're going to send Nelson up the middle on the blitz. And we're going to play pass. Hart back to pass, looking, he has time, over the middle, deflected by Claiborne, almost picked off. Nice play by Raymond Claiborne. Jimmy Hart is 2 for 4 for 13 yards. Here comes the punter. And here we'll have the return on. Here's the snap and the punt. Fielded around the 45 of the Patriots and brought back by Roland James, 13 yards. Tackle by Banks. So the Patriots will start off in excellent territory, 1st and 10 on the St. Louis 42. Grogan under center, split backfield of Andy Johnson and Mosey to Tupu. Jackson and Morgan are the wideouts. Russ Francis, the tight end, 81, top of the screen, tight to the line. We're going to try once again to get the ball to Andy Johnson, this time in the flat. Grogan back to pass, looking, and he decides that Johnson is covered. He tries to dump it to Mosey to Tupu, incomplete. Grogan, 2 of 8, 21 yards and a pick. Johnson will come out of the game. Calhoun will come back in. We'll go I formation. The up back is Mosey to Tupu. Calhoun's behind him. Trap right, Don Calhoun behind John Hanna, and Calhoun plows for 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 6 from the St. Louis 38. They are out of John Smith field goal range, and he was a god-awful kicker, John Smith. God, I hated him. So 3rd and 6, Andy Johnson will come back in the game. So it's going to be Johnson and Calhoun, and they'll go to a split backfield on 3rd and 6. The wideouts, Jackson and Morgan, tight end Russ Francis. And again, we're going to try to hit Andy Johnson on a screen. Grogan under pressure, deflected by Ernest, almost picked off. Andy Johnson makes the catch and rumbles for 15 yards. The ball deflected by Ernest. Looked like he was going to pick it off, and Andy Johnson just tore it out of his arms and gains 15 yards, and a first down. Was tackled on a last-second dive by Carl Allen. And it is 1st and 10 from the St. Louis 23. In the chat, we have Retro Sports Network with Ron Juckett. Check out that wonderful channel. He has a hockey game that I'll be watching later. And we also have Matt McClinnon as Ron from Retro Sports is snowplow time. Yeah, it's the only freaking kick John Smith actually made that was important. I mean, he made a couple other. He was not a good field goal kicker. I think he had one decent year with the Patriots. Shanked more field goals. It's amazing how well they kick now in the professional game. Utterly amazing. As Jimmy G just threw a touchdown pass to someone. Go Jimmy G. All right, 1st and 10 on the 23. I tell you, the red zone's marvelous. I love it. Jackson to the top of the screen, Morgan to the bottom of the screen. Split backfield of Andy Johnson. Actually, we're going to take him out. What a play by Andy Johnson. We're going to come back with Vegas Ferguson. So Ferguson and Calhoun in the split backfield. The tight end is Russ Francis. Play action fake. Run counter. Pitch right. Vegas Ferguson. Let's see if we can catch him pinching in. And Ferguson's able to turn the corner and gain 5. So it will be 2nd and 5. Usual suspects on the field for the Patriots offensively. Grogan under center. Barks out the signals. Again, he's going to go play action fake. We're going to look for Russ Francis, as Howard Cosell once called him, the all-world tight end on a medium slant. Grogan back to pass, looking, fires, complete to Francis. He splits the defenders. Touchdown, Patriots! Grogan to Francis. So Grogan makes up for the pick by throwing a touchdown to Russ Francis. And let's look at that replay again. The play action fake froze the defenders. Francis was able to separate himself and go into the end zone for 6 points. Here comes John Smith, and we can only hold our breath and hope that Mr. Smith will make the extra point to snap the place, and he just barely makes it. Oh, God, I hate John Smith. 7-0 Pats. Let's go to the chat. No, he was not a barefoot kicker. Nope, Ron's correct. He was an English kicker. Yep. Tony Franklin was the barefoot kicker. He kicked originally for the Eagles, then he went to the Patriots. Played on 2 Super Bowl teams, and he lost. Lost to the Raiders in '80 with the Eagles, and lost to the Bears, which I have blacked out of my mind when he was with the Patriots. So 7-0 New England, trying to punch that last ticket to our Sweet 16. Remember to check out Ron Juckett. He has a hockey game. It's Retro Sports Network. Hockey game up on the channel. Ron, feel free to put that in there. And also, he has 1978 using Action PC Football season replay. He does 2 games a week. He had a marvelous game. Not going to give it away, between the Raiders and Chargers. Check it out. And here comes John Smith to kick. Back deep for St. Louis's Green. The short men are Harrell and Love. Here's the kickoff. Smith kicks deep. Fielded at the goal line.
Holding. Receiving team.
So the 21-yard return by Harrell will be nullified by the holding by the cornerback Worley, who's on the kick team. And St. Louis will start in the shadows of their own end zone. 1st and 10 on their 7 with 3:03 to play. And the Patriots up 7-0. As Bob Stanley says, Al's love of Smith equals mine for Bob Stanley. As Ron says, excuse me. An ID gesture all the way from Scotland. Hello, my friend. Says, hello once again from Skye, Scotland. How's things going, ID? We miss you, buddy, but I hope you're having a great trip and have a safe return when you do come back in a few weeks. So on the field for the Cardinals, the wideouts Tilley and Gray, the tight end Marsh. The running backs are Anderson and Morris. Hart under center, split backfield. Patriots playing their traditional 3-4 of 1980. And we're going to key Anderson on the run. They give the ball to Otis Anderson, and he is nailed by the front 7. Tackle will be credited to Julius Adams, and that is only a gain of 1. That's a really favorable spot. I thought it was for a loss of 1, but they give him 1. Cardinals quickly send out their 3 wide receiver set of Tilley, Gray, and Stife. Marsh, the tight end, the lone back, O.J. Anderson. The Patriots will counter with a 3-2 dime, 2 extra defensive backs, James and Courier. We're going to blitz Nelson up the middle. And we're going to play man, and we're going to double... Marsh, the tight end. Playing pass, doubling Marsh. It's a give to O.J. Anderson. He goes to the left. He only picks up 3 yards. Making the tackle with Steve Nelson, but going off the field is Mike Haynes, their wonderful cornerback. He'll be out for a bit. His return is probable, so he should be coming back in. Leaves a 3rd and 6. They go back to a 2 wide out, 1 tight end set, split backfield. And the Patriots on 3rd and 6 are going to go with a 3-4 defense. Play tight man coverage. And once again, we're going to double Tilly this time on the medium. And we're going to play pass. Penalty.
False start. Offense. Number 72. 5-yard penalty. Repeat. 3rd down.
Future Hall of Famer Dan Dierdorf pops out of his stance too quick. That's going to be 5 yards. And it's now 3rd and 11 from the St. Louis 6. They go to a 3 wide out set. Patriots will go to a 3-3. Actually, we're going to go to a 3-2 dime. Come with the 2 extra defensive backs, James and Courier. 3rd and 11. We're going to play a zone. The wideouts are St. Louis, Tilly, Gray, and Stife. The lone back, Anderson. The tight end is Marsh. And we're going to send Schultz from the outside. Pass. There comes a blitz. They pass, and they bring him down. Shoot! Gets through the blocker the second time Jimmy Hart has been sacked. Oh, so close to a safety. 5-yard loss. The Patriots players had the triangle over their head calling for the safety, but they're going to mark it at the 1. 4th and 16 from the 1. Patriots should have wonderful field position. The punt return will be on. Here's the snap and the punt. The return at the St. Louis 40. And that's going to be a good one as Mike Haynes is back in the game. Returns it for 14 yards. Brought down by Nelson. The Patriots will start 1st and 10 on their 25. They're up 7-0 with 1:21 to play in the first quarter. The winner will get the last ticket to the Sweet 16 bracket as Ron Juckett of Retro Sports Network gives us a Patriot update in real life. Jacksonville 7, New England nothing. Green Bay, Minnesota 29-29. Matt McClinton gives us an update. Kansas City 42 and the Pittsburgh 37. Is that a final? Because I have KC in my pool. As I have the sound kind of low on the red zone. I got the red zone live and in the chat, baby. All right, 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Grogan under center. Split backfield of Vegas, Ferguson, and Don Calhoun. The wideouts, Harold Jackson and Stanley Morgan, the road runner. The tight end, Russ Francis, to the bottom of the screen. We're going to bring him to the top of the screen, so he'll be right next to John Hanna. And we're going to go power sweep left with Calhoun. They're keying it, but we're going to stick with it. Here comes a power. Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh, Calhoun! What a nice move. A quick cut, and then he barrels forward for 7 yards. I'm glad I clicked on the wrong one. So 2nd and 3 brought down by Carl Allen. That's his 2nd tackle for the Cardinals. San Francisco 10. Detroit 7 in the 2nd. So 2nd and 3 from the St. Louis 18. 2 wideouts. Split backfield for the Patriots. Lone tight end. Francis to the top of the screen. Short to the flat to Vegas Ferguson. Grogan back to pass. Looking. Completes it to Ferguson. He's got lots of running room. Finally tackled by Worley, the cornerback. A gain of 12. And that will end the first quarter. The Patriots up 7-0. We go to the second quarter. It is 1st and goal from the St. Louis 6. Patriots looking to pour it on here. And we're going to go 2 tight end set with Hasselbeck. 2 tight end set. The lone wide out is Stanley Morgan. So Hasselbeck and Francis are the tight ends. We're going to go I formation. Calhoun's the up back. Ferguson behind him. We're going to go to Don Calhoun. Trap right, Don Calhoun. He's running behind. Steve, he runs behind John Hanna, and he's in for the touchdown. And the Patriots go up 13-0 on the trap right. John Hanna blows open a big hole. Don Calhoun, 5 carries, 26 yards and a TD. Let's watch that over. Bam! You and I could have ran through that hole. And here comes John Smith, the English kicker, to see if he can put the extra point through. The snap, the place, the kick. And this time it's right down the center. Hey, diddle diddle. 14-0 New England at the start of the second quarter. Yes, there was an upset in college football. Auburn got beat on a last-second field goal. I can't remember who beat them, though. But that was an upset. Smith will kick deep. Back deep for the Cardinals is Green. Harrell and Love are the short men. Here's the kickoff by John Smith. And the short man will get it. And a big hit by Courier. The ball hits the turf here at Schaefer Stadium. Recovered by Roland James, and the Pats are in striking distance once again after the turnover. 1st and 10 from the St. Louis 27. So Courier puts the pop on Love as he showed him the love of the turf. The ball comes loose before he hits the turf, and Roland James recovers the fumble. And here comes Steve Grogan in the Patriots offense once again. We're going to go back to that 2 tight end set. So Hasselbeck and Russ Francis on the field in the 2 tight end set. I formation. Calhoun the up back, Ferguson behind him, the lone wideout, Stanley Morgan. End around, Stanley Morgan. They're going to go with the reverse. There's Morgan. Morgan is unable to turn the corner. That fooled no one. Kearney brings him down. No gain. Morgan was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. As Ron from Retro Sports Network says, and the Cards suck. Yes, they did. So 2nd and 10, the razzle-dazzle did not work for the Patriots. Play action fake, we're going to look for Hasselbeck, the number 2 tight end. Well, maybe we're not going to look for Hasselbeck, the number 2 tight end. Things don't look good there. Actually, we are. Short slant to Hasselbeck. Grogan back to pass. Intercepted by Williams. Why do I do these things, Al? Why? I just said it's not going to work, but yet I continued with the play. And that's Eric Williams, the outside linebacker with the pick. I don't think that's the proper pitcher, but we'll worry about that at a later date. So Grogan throws his 2nd interception, and he had a plethora of interceptions in 80. That's why I shouldn't try to force the ball into Hasselbeck. Alrighty. So Cards get a brief reprieve, so back-to-back turnovers, and the Cardinals have the ball again, 1st and 10 on their 26. Jimmy Hart under center, split backfield of Anderson and Morris. The wideouts, Tilley and Gray. The tight end, Marsh. Patriots lead 14-0. They're in a 3-4. And we're going to key Otis Anderson on the run. Hart back to pass, under pressure, completes over the middle. The tight end, Marsh. And he's finally dragged down from behind by the safety, Tim Fox, but it's a gain of 18. That's Marsh's 2nd reception. He now has 22 yards. So 1st and 10 on the St. Louis 44. I formation, Morris the up back, Anderson behind him. 2 tight end set, Marsh and Combs. The lone wideout is Pat Tilley. Patriots will stay with their 3-4. And we're going to play man. 3-4 man. And we're going to double Tilley on the medium. And we're going to play pass on 1st down. And it's a give to number 24. And that's Morris for a short 4-yard gain. Good effort by Morris. Kept the legs churning. 2nd and 6 from the St. Louis 48. 13-11 to play in the half. 14-0 Patriots. Split backfield for the Cardinals. The wideouts, Tilley and Gray. Marsh the tight end. Hart under center. Patriots in a 3-4. We're going to play a short zone pass. Hart back to pass, looking under pressure, completes it over the middle to Gray, and he is brought down.
Offsides. Defense. Number 71, 5-yard penalty.
The Cardinals will decline the penalty as Sugar Bear Hamilton was offsides. They picked up 17 on the medium slant to Gray. So the Cardinals have something going here after Steve Grogan's 2nd interception. 1st and 10 on the New England 35. 2 wide out set, split backfield. Tight end Marsh, top of the screen, number 87, tight to the line. Hart's under center. We're going to send Steve Nelson up the middle on a delayed blitz. Man coverage, basic. And here comes Nelson, and going right by Nelson is number 24, Morris. He picks up 8 yards as he gets through the arm tackle of Nelson. And it's going to be 2nd and 2 from the New England 27 for the St. Louis Cardinals. They break the huddle. Hart under center, barking out the signals. 2nd and 2. We're going to blitz Nelson and Schote. Tight man coverage, basic. And Hart under pressure, completes it to Morris out of the backfield. It'll be a first down, gain of 9. Mike Hawkins makes his 3rd tackle for the Patriots. And it's 1st and 10 from the New England 18. The blitz doesn't get to Jimmy Hart this time. Hart has been sacked twice. Schote's got him once, and Steve Nelson. 2 wideouts, Tilly and Gray. The tight end for the Cardinals, Marsh. The split backfield, Anderson and Morris. Patriots in their 3-4. Tight man coverage, run defense. Hart back to pass again, looking, fires, deflected by Roland James, incomplete. As he breaks up a potential touchdown pass, Hart was looking for Mel Gray on the long hitch. So it's 2nd and 10 from the New England 18. Hart's in shotgun, flanked by Morris on one side, Anderson the other in the backfield. Tilly and Gray, the wideouts, Marsh the tight end. Zone coverage will be called by the Patriots. We're going to show blitz, but we're not going to blitz. And Nelson will spy the quarterback. We're going to play pass. Shotgun snap. And it's a handoff to number 24, Morris. And he picks up 5 yards. A nifty little play there. On a trap left, Wayne Morris, 4 carries, 22 yards. He was brought down by Raymond Claiborne. A big 3rd and 5 here with 11:25 to play in the half, 14-0 New England. Winner goes to the Sweet 16. They make the bracket. Hart in shotgun, the lone back with him, O.J. Anderson. The wideouts are Tilly and Gray and Steve. They go to a 3 wideout set. The tight end is Marsh. Patriots will play a 3-2 dime. Man coverage, and they're going to play tight man coverage, and we're going to blitz Schote from the outside, and we're going to double Marsh on the medium. We're going to play pass, shotgun snap, it's a give to O.J. Anderson, but he is brought down by Tony McGee. None shall pass, only a gain of 1. As they try to run a draw with O.J. Anderson, he now has 6 carries and only 3 yards. As they have stifled O.J. at every opportunity, the Patriots. Here comes the field goal attempt by, I believe it's Neil O'Donnell. O'Neal. What? I can't remember his first name. Who was their kicker? It's O'Neal's their kicker. And this will be a 29-yard field goal attempt. We're going to attempt to block it, to snap the place, and it is good. So, it is Neil O'Donoghue. That's what it is. Neil O'Donoghue makes the field goal. The Cardinals are on the board, 14-3 Patriots with 10-12 to play. He'll now kick off back deep for the Pats. Ivory, the shortmen are Brown and Courier. Here's the kickoff. The return put on by the Patriots. And it's going to be a pretty good one, as Ivory returns it for 19 yards, brought down by Sebron. So the Patriots will take over. 1st and 10. On their 34, Steve Grogan has not had a stellar day. Grogan, 5 of 12 with 2 interceptions and a touchdown, 66 yards. Jim Hart, 5 of 8 for 57 yards. He's been sacked twice. So here's Grogan, split backfield. Ferguson and Calhoun, the wideouts, Harold Jackson and Stanley Morgan, the tight end, Russ Francis. Play action. Rollout. Going to look for Stanley Morgan on the medium fly. There goes Grogan. He rolls out, looking. Dumps it down to Calhoun, who drops the ball. Ferguson, who drops the ball. And Niels is jogging off. Looks like he had his bell rung, but he'll be back in a few plays. Word from the sideline. Applying the pressure on Grogan was Rush Brown. That's an appropriate name. Applying the pressure, Rush Brown. So 2nd and 10. Vegas Ferguson will come out of the game. Andy Johnson will come in. Split backfield of Johnson and Calhoun. Wideouts, Jackson and Morgan. Tight end, Russ Francis. We're going to look for Francis on a short hitch. Grogan doesn't like what he sees. He's going to change the play call to screen pass Andy Johnson. And Grogan under pressure, and he tries to flip it to Johnson to no avail. Another incomplete pass for Grogan, who's now 5 of 14, 66 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. And this time, hovering Grogan was Bob Pollard. So the Cardinals applying a lot of pressure here on the Patriots. 3rd and 10, split backfield again, Andy Johnson and Don Calhoun. Actually, you know what? We might go with Chuck Foreman. The former Viking will come in. See if we get a little Chuck Foreman magic here. Screen pass, Chuck Foreman. 3rd and 10, back to pass, Grogan. Completes it to Foreman, he's got some running room, but the speed is just not there. As the Cardinals quickly close on the aging Chuck Foreman, he only picks up 4 yards, and it's 4th and 6. No Chuck Foreman magic. And here comes the punt team once again for the Patriots. They are up 14-3. Mike Habeck will come out to punt. Green and Bell back for the Cardinals. Here's the snap and the punt. And the return just past the 20. It'll be a 13-yard return by Bell, brought down by King. So Jim Hart and the Cardinals offense start 1st and 10 on their 34 with 8:52 to play in the half, and they trail by 11. The Patriots 14, the Cardinals 3. Split backfield, Anderson and Morris. Tilley, the lone wideout. They go to a 2 tight end set of Marsh and Combs. They hit Marsh over the middle out of this alignment. We're going to play man coverage, double Marsh, and we're going to play basic. And it's a handoff to number 32, O.J. Anderson, again smothered under, as Nelson, spying the quarterback, makes his 4th tackle. Anderson, 7 carries, 4 yards. O.J. Anderson has not been able to get started. O.J. Anderson would go on to play for the Giants on a Super Bowl winning team against the Buffalo Bills. That was as Buffalo was well on their way to lose 4 consecutive Super Bowls in the early 90s. So 2nd and 9, 8:46 left in the half. Cardinals break the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. Hart barks out the signals. Patriots in a 3-4. They go to a 2 wideout set, the Cardinals now. And we're going to blitz Schultz from the outside. Tight man coverage. And we're going to double Tilley. Pass. Here comes a blitz. They pick it up. Deflected by Claiborne. Intercepted by Claiborne. As they try to force it in there to Tilley. On the medium cross, we had him double covered. Claiborne batted the ball to himself, and he gets a pick. So the Patriots are in business. 1st and 10 on the St. Louis 42. They want to add to their 11-point lead. And we're going to go I formation here. And the backfield is going to be Tutupu, the up back, and Calhoun behind him. 2 wideouts, Harold Jackson and Stanley Morgan, the tight end, Russ Francis. And we're going to give a dive play to Don Calhoun. Calhoun with a lead blocker. Tutupu picks up 6. And we're going to go to a slowdown as Grogan takes his time out of the huddle. As Ron Juckett loves my sympathy for the Buffalo Bills. Oh yeah, I'm very sympathetic to them. 2nd and 4. I really did wish they won 1 Super Bowl for their fans. That is tough. I actually do feel sympathy for their fans. The only time I ever rooted against the Patriots was when Doug Flutie came back and he played for. I actually rooted for the Bills when Doug Flutie played for the Bills and the Chargers. Because I still am more of a Doug Flutie fan than a Patriot fan. So 2nd and 4. And we're going to give the ball to Mosey Tutupu on the dive play. And Tutupu struggles, but he picks up 2. And he'll leave a 3rd and long 2 with 7:05 in the half. Again, Patriots taking their time coming to the line of scrimmage. Tutupu's the up back, the USC grad. Calhoun behind him. The wideouts, Harold Jackson and Stanley Morgan. Russ Francis is the tight end. Short and quick on 3rd and 2 to Harold Jackson. Grogan back to pass, and he cannot complete it. Great coverage on Jackson by Carl Allen. It is 4th and 2, and this is well out of John Smith's field goal range. Patriots will keep their offense on the field on 4th and 2. And we're going to go with dive play, Steve Grogan. Grogan calls his own number, and he gets the first down. 7-yard gain by the former option quarterback out of college. So Grogan, first carry, 7 yards, a big first down, 6:15 to play as they convert on 4th and 2 in the half. The Patriots 14, St. Louis 3. The winner goes to the Sweet 16 bracket. I formation. Tutupu the up back, Calhoun behind him. 2 wideouts, the tight end Russ Francis, 81, top of the screen. Calhoun. Pitch right, Don Calhoun. He gets around the corner, and he's going to pick up 4, brought down by number 57, Mark Arneson, and that's his 6th tackle for the Cardinals. The outside linebacker for St. Louis. 5:35 to play in the half. 2nd and 6. We're going to come with a different backfield now, as it's going to be Horace Ivory and Vegas Ferguson come in the backfield. And we're going to go split backfield. Wideouts Jackson and Stanley Morgan, tight end Russ Francis. And let's give Ivory trap left, Horace Ivory. And there goes Ivory, number 23, struggles for 2 yards, brought down by Eric Williams. And it will be 3rd and 4 with 4:51 to play in the half. Field goal from this point, if we do not gain 1 more yard. Smith has a 67% chance of making it. John Smith, he's not going to make it from here. I've watched this guy when I played my, what was it, the 81 season or the 82 season I played over. I watched him miss chip shot field goal. I played all the Patriots games after chip shot field goal. All right, 3rd and 4. Andy Johnson comes in for Horace Ivory. 3rd and 4. Andy Johnson pitched left to Andy Johnson, former option quarterback, and he cannot turn the corner. No gain, smothered under at the line of scrimmage. And it is 4th and 4. 67% chance of John Smith making this field goal. He's not making this field goal. He's just not. I know this for a fact. 4th and 4. All right. Here comes John Smith to attempt the 38-yard field goal. The holder is Grogan. And we're going to play a fake field goal here. Are you sure? Yes. The snap, Grogan's going to throw! And he cannot hook up as Grogan is nailed. He tried to throw the ball down field. And the Cardinals hold on the trick play. As Ron from Retro Sports Network, remember to check out that wonderful channel as well as ID Gesture, 2 great channels there, and also a big say hello to Matt McClinnon, good friend of the channel, says, the back-to-back years my dad was plastered at halftime against the Cowboys. Oh yeah, those games were bad. Those Super Bowl games. So Cardinals take over down by 11 with 3:30 left in the half. 2 wide out set, Tilley and Gray, tight ends Marsh. The split backfield, Anderson and Morris. The Patriots will play a 3-3 nickel. The extra defensive back is Roland James. Patriots cannot capitalize on the interception by Claiborne. And we're going to play a zone coverage pass. Hart will give the ball to number 24, Morris. He's close to the first down, and he picks it up. He stretches for those final inches. That's a 10-yard gain, tackled by Mike Hawkins. That's his fourth tackle. Wayne Morris, 5 carries, 32 yards, 1st and 10 on the St. Louis 31 with 3:20 to play in the half. Again, we're going to stick with a 3-3 nickel. Nelson is spying the quarterback. We're going to send Schultz on a delayed blitz. And we're going to play man, doubling Marsh on a medium, basic. Hart back to pass, looking under pressure. He throws over the middle to Doug Marsh into our double coverage, incomplete. As Schultz applied the pressure. So it will be 2nd and 10. Cardinals go to a 4 wide out set. Tilley, Gray, Stife, and Bell. The lone back, O.J. Anderson. Hart under center. The Patriots will meet the 4 wide out set with a 3-2 dime. And there we're going to blitz Schultz from the outside, and we're going to double Tilley on a medium, and we're going to play pass. Here comes a blitz on the outside. It's a give to O.J. Anderson, and that's the best run he's had all day, 8 yards, but it will leave 3rd and 2. We're not calling timeout. And St. Louis calls timeout, 3rd and 2 from their 39. The Cardinals trail by 11. It's New England 14, St. Louis 3, with 2:35 left in the half. This time we're going to send Nelson up the middle. Tight man coverage. And we're going to cover Gray on a short pass. We're going to play basic. Here comes a blitz. They pick it up. He throws towards number 85. Incomplete. As they were looking for Gray. And we had that double covered. So 4th and 2, we're going to watch for the fake punt. Here's a snap in the punt. It's going to be a coffin corner. 40-yard punt as Mike Haynes is available to play for the Patriots again. And the Pats will take over with 2:28 to play in all 3 of their timeouts. 1st and 10 on their 21. It will be Calhoun and Andy Johnson in the split backfield. Jackson and Morgan the wideouts. Russ Francis the tight end. 1st down. Play action fake. Calhoun and Johnson will stay in the block and release. We're going to look for Russ Francis on the medium slant to Russ Francis. We're going to stick with the play call. Here comes a blitz. It's picked up. Grogan takes off running. He's close to the 1st down. He picks it up 11 yards. And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Nice play by Steve Grogan. Another big run for Steve. It'll be 1st and 10 as we come out of the 2-minute warning on the New England 32. Split backfield, Johnson and Calhoun. Morgan and Jackson the wideouts. Russ Francis the tight end. Calhoun and Johnson will stay in the block and will release. Medium hitch. Stanley Morgan. Grogan back to pass, looking with time. Completes to Morgan. And that tackled by Worley. Gain of 12. Patriots go to the hurry-up. 1st and 10 on their 44. Again, Calhoun and Johnson will block and release. Clock ticking. 1:53 left in the half. 14-3 Patriots. We're going to look for Harold Jackson. Harold Jackson. Medium slant. Jackson goes towards the middle. Grogan under pressure. Tries to get it to Morgan. Incomplete. Bob Pollard applied the pressure. He's been. Oh, they haven't sacked Grogan yet, but they've come quite close. It's the 3rd time Pollard has hurried Steve Grogan, who's 7 of 19, 82 yards, a touchdown, and I believe 2 picks. Yes, 2 picks. Not a very good stellar quarterback rating, that's for sure. So it is 2nd and 10 from the New England 44. Andy Johnson in the flat. Grogan back to pass, looking for Johnson. Completes it to Johnson. He has some running room, picks up the 1st down. And Kearney pushes him out of bounds. Andy Johnson, a little of that 1976 magic there. Johnson, 2 receptions, 28 yards. Tim Kearney, second tackle. 1st and 10 on the St. Louis 43. Patriots break the huddle. Grogan under center. Split backs Calhoun and Johnson. Wideouts Harold Jackson and Stanley Morgan. Russ Francis is the tight end. Play action fake. Calhoun and Johnson will block and release. We're going to look for Russ Francis on a long slant. Back to pass. They pick up the blitz. Grogan takes off running again. Tackled by Green. Gain of 7. And the Patriots will use, on 2nd and 3, their first timeout. So they have 2 left. So it's 2nd and 3 from the St. Louis 36. Steve Grogan has run the ball 3 times for 25 yards. That's an 8.3 yard per carry average. So it's 2nd and 3. The wideouts Jackson and Morgan. Split backfield Calhoun and Andy Johnson. The tight end Russ Francis. Grogan's under center. They're going to go draw Don Calhoun. Grogan doesn't like what he sees. Medium fly to Stanley Morgan, the Roadrunner. Grogan hits Morgan in stride! And he is just brought down by Green. Gain of 22. Morgan, 3 reception, 40 yards. Good audible by Steve Grogan. 1:09 to play. They go into the hurry up. Actually, they're going to call a timeout. So they call their second timeout to organize their final assault on the end zone with 1:09 to play in the half. Patriots 14, Cardinals 3. Pats have 1 timeout remaining. Draw Don Calhoun. Again, Grogan doesn't like what he sees. And he's going to go medium fly again to Stanley Morgan. Grogan back to pass with the audible. Almost picked off by number 22, Roger Worley. Oh boy, that would have been Grogan's 3rd pick. As he breathes a sigh of relief as he puts his hands to his helmet. Field goal here for John Smith, 78%. And it's 2nd and 10. Short and quick to Harold Jackson. Grogan back to pass, complete to Jackson. Can he break a tackle? Allen brings him down, 9-yard gain. 9-yard gain, 3rd and 1. Patriots quickly get to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 1. Calhoun on the dive. They give it to Don Calhoun. He's close to the first. He struggles. 2-yard gain.
Defense, number 76.
3 yards. We picked up 2. We will accept. Gets us a yard closer. So they had the first down anyway, but they'll take the extra yard. 1st and goal from the St. Louis 2. The clock stops on the yellow hanky that's on the field. 39 seconds. The Patriots do have a timeout. And they will change their backfield setup now. I formation. Mosey Tupu comes in. He'll be the up back. Behind him, Don Calhoun. We're going to go to a 2 tight end set. So Hasselbeck will come in, number 80, along with the other tight end, all-world, as Howard Cosell once called him, Russ Francis. The lone wideout is Stanley Morgan. Again, we're going to go I formation. Grogan, bootleg. Going to continue with the call. It's a bootleg to Grogan. Oh, he's smothered under by Yanikowicz. No gain. 2nd and goal. And the Patriots will use their final timeout. So the razzle-dazzle does not work. 2nd and goal from the 2. Field goal, 99% chance. Trap right, Don Calhoun. There goes Calhoun. Touchdown behind the blocking of John Hanna. So Calhoun gets in, and it's 20-3. As the fans here at Schaefer Stadium getting liquored up quite early. I know, I was at Old Schaefer Stadium. Those fans like to drink. They'd actually changed it to Foxborough Stadium by that time. So touchdown Calhoun. Here's the replay. Great blocking. Bam. As Hannah blocked down, Francis blocked out into the up, in my layman's terms, and Calhoun went through a really large hole into the end zone. Here's the extra point by the Englishman, John Smith, the snap, the place, and he makes it 21-3, New England. And they'll kick deep by Smith. And here's the return. Oh, the short man gets it. And a big hit by McGrew. The ball comes loose. And Mike Haynes recovers it for New England. And with 19 seconds and no timeouts, the Patriots are back in business. My God, this St. Louis team is awful. Oh, wow. How many turnovers is that for the Cardinals? Cardinals, it's only 3. It seems like 10. New England has 2 turnovers themselves. So John Smith from right here, 66% chance. And we're going to have to go head out of bounds here. And we're going to go with Andy Johnson and Don Calhoun in the split backfield. Head out of bounds. Francis will go out wide. The tight end. The wideouts are Jackson and Morgan. And we're going to look for Russ Francis on a short out. Grogan back to pass, looking, throws incomplete to Francis. 16 seconds left. I think we'll try one more play here before we'll watch John Smith miss another field goal. Andy Johnson will go out wide from the backfield. We have head out of bounds. Let's look what Andy Johnson. And he's going to go for a short out to Andy Johnson. Grogan back to pass, looking. Fires to Johnson, complete. Johnson heads up field. Did he get out? Gain of 6. And he dives out of bounds. 7 seconds left. 75% chance of John Smith making this field goal. It's a 34-yard attempt from the St. Louis 17. Smith comes out, the Englishman. Grogan the holder. They faked on their last one. There will be no fake here. Here's the snap, the place. Are you sure? Yes. Smith, and he bangs it through. The hand of God guides the ball through the uprights, and it's 24-3 New England. The route is on. 4 seconds left. We're going to go squib kick. And the Cardinals. And that's the half. So once again, the Patriots at the half up 24-3. We'll continue with the game. Some quick stats here. The Patriots scored at the 3:07 mark of the first quarter. 18-yard pass, Grogan to Francis, Smith kick. Then at the 14:52 mark of the second quarter, as it just started, 6-yard run by Calhoun, Smith kick, 14-0 New England. St. Louis would get on the board at the 10:12 mark of the second quarter. Neil O'Donoghue, 29-yard field goal, 14-3. The Patriots would then score the final 10 points late in the first half. 25 seconds left. Don Calhoun punches it in on a trap right from 2 yards out. John Smith kick, 21-3. And then on the ensuing kickoff, there's a fumble. The Patriots complete a ball to Andy Johnson, and quickly, with 6 seconds, they put the field goal team on the turf here at Schaefer Stadiums. And John Smith, again with the miracle of God's hand behind it, knocks through a 34-yard field goal. We start the third quarter 24-3 Pats. Take care, Ron. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Remember to check out Retro Sports Network with Ron Juckett and ID Gesture. Another 2 wonderful channels in our community. Smith will kick deep. Back deep for the Cardinals is Green. The short men are Harrell and Love. Here's the kick by John Smith. And here's the return by the Cardinals out near the
block. Receiving team.
So the Cardinals continue to shoot themselves in the foot. 18-yard gain nullified by the illegal block by Worley of the Cardinals. Jim Hart in the Cardinal offense will start 1st and 10 on their 13. And they go to a 4 wide out set, trailing by 21. The Patriots will go to a 3-2 dime. 3-2 dime. The lone back is Otis Anderson. The wideouts, Tilly, Gray, Stife, and Bell. Man coverage, Nelson, spying Hart, and we're going to play pass. Hart back to pass, over the middle, complete to Gray. Tackle by Claiborne, that's a gain of 20. And again, here come the Cardinals, 4 wide out set. Patriots will stay with their 3-2 dime. That's Claiborne's third tackle. Mel Gray, 3 receptions, 37 yards. And Schultz going to blitz from the outside. And we're going to double Tilly on a medium pass. And we're going to play pass. Hart's going to give it to Otis Anderson. He is smothered under for a loss of 1. The Patriots have really keyed on Otis Anderson. Even when they're not keying on him, they're keying on him. Raymond Claiborne's credited with the tackle. Tackle number 4. Joe Bostic got blown up on his block. And it's 2nd and 11. Jim Hart's in shotgun. Anderson's with him in the backfield. The 4 wide out set for the Cardinals, trying to pick up 11 here on 2nd and 11 from their 32. Patriots in their 3-2 dime. We're going to play zone, show blitz, but we're not going to blitz. Nelson spying the quarterback. We're playing pass. Shotgun snap. Deflected by Claiborne. Picked off by Schultz. Touchdown! Schultz on the return. The Patriots D scores. And it's 30-3. Let's watch that over. The colors will change, unfortunately, when this happens. And the deflection by Claiborne. Schultz with the pickoff. And he goes into the end zone. Pick 6. Rod Schultz. And here comes John Smith for the extra point. The snap, the place, the kick, and it is good. It is 31-3. The Cardinals are getting romped. Take care, ID Gesture. Thank you very much. Have a good night, bud. ID Gesture. Coming to us from Scotland, where he's on vacation. Here's John Smith to kick deep. Green's the deep man for the Cardinals. The short men are Harrell and Love. And Green will field it just in front of his 10. Get it out close to
illegal block. Receiving team.
Another illegal block by the Cardinals on a kickoff. And it's good speed this time. At least it's not Worley. So another return nullified by an illegal block. Jim Hart and the St. Louis Cardinals, rinse and repeat, will start 1st and 10 on their 13. Otis Anderson alone back behind him. Hart under center. The 4 wideouts, the usual suspects. Tilly, Gray, Stife, and Bell. The original Grognard has joined us in the chat. How are you doing, my friend? Check out that wonderful military strategy channel. We're going to play a 3-2 dime. 3-2 dime. Zone. Show blitz. We're not going to blitz. Nelson is spying the quarterback. We're going to play pass. Hart back to pass. Looking under pressure. Throws complete to Gray. Quickly brought down by Claiborne, but it's a gain of 20. So again, on the long fly, Gray cuts off the route. Great timing by Hart and Gray. Mel Gray, 3 receptions, 57 yards. Claiborne with 5 tackles now. 13 minutes left in the third quarter. 4 wide out set. 1 back is Anderson. Hart's under center. Patriots in a 3-2 dime. Going to play zone pass. And again, Hart back to pass under pressure. Throws across the field on the hitch to Tilly. Almost picked off. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Hart, 7 of 15, 97 yards and 2 picks. Cardinals' only offense, they've been able to muster a field goal. Patriots up 31-3. The winner goes to the Sweet 16. As the original Grognar in the chat says, doing well, slowly waking up as the day passes by. Well, good for you. Enjoy, my friend. Relax. Patriots again in the 3-2 dime. Cardinals, 4 wide out set, 1 running back. Hart under center. We're going to blitz Nelson up the middle. And we're going to play man and pass. Here comes Nelson on the blitz. They pick it up and quickly trying to dump it to the safety valve. Anderson is Hart, but under duress, he cannot complete the pass. And it's now 3rd and 10 for the Cardinals on their 33 with 12:14 to play in the game. In the third quarter. 31-3 Patriots. The winner goes to the Sweet 16. After this, we will have another video shortly thereafter, and we're going to have the bracket set up as we've whittled it down in our one-and-done tournament to the 16. So we're going to play on 3rd and 10. Short zone, show blitz. We're not going to blitz, pass. Hart and shotgun.
Delay of game, offense, 5-yard penalty.
And there's a
repeat, third down.
Delay of game on the offense. As Anderson went out wide, the clock runs out, and it's now 3rd and 15. As St. Louis moves backward, it's Hart in shotgun, Anderson next to him. Wideouts, Tilley, Gray, Stife, and Bell. Patriots in a 3-2 dime. They're going to have their defensive line out wide to try to get some pressure. 3rd and 15, we're going to play a deep zone. And we're going to play pass. And here comes the pressure. They pick it up. And they try to dump it down to Otis Anderson. He heard footsteps. He alligator armed the ball. And that's going to count as his second drop. 4th and 15, the Cardinals will punt with 12:11 left in the third quarter. We'll put the punt return on. Here's the snap and the punt. Return coming around the 30. And Haynes returns it for 11 yards, brought down by Kearney on the 45-yard punt by Larry Swider. Mike Haynes, 4 punt returns, 41 yards. That's 10.3 yards a punt return. And here comes Steve Grogan. And I don't think we'll throw the ball the rest of the game. We'll go to an I formation. And Mosey Tupu will come back in the ball game. He's the up back. Behind him is Don Calhoun. Francis will go to the top of the screen, line up right next to John Hogg Hanna. The wideouts are Jackson and Stanley Morgan. And we're going to give the ball to Mosey Tupu on a rare carry. Trap right, Mosey Tupu. And there goes Tupu. And he only picks up 1 yard. And we're going to start the slowdown already. 12 minutes left in the third quarter. Power sweep right, Don Calhoun. Here comes a power sweep. Calhoun cannot turn the corner as he is stood up and brought down. First man, Bob Pollard. He'll be credited with the tackle. No gain. 3rd and 9. 11-13 to play in the third quarter. Split backfield now. Tupu comes out. Andy Johnson comes back in. So it's Calhoun and Johnson in the split backfield. Jackson and Morgan the wideouts. Francis is the tight end. Screen to Andy Johnson. Grogan back to pass. It's a blitz. They hit Andy Johnson, and he's got the first down. Gain of 11. They had a delayed blitz. And that's a great call. The screen on the delayed blitz. Andy Johnson, 4 receptions, 45 yards. The clock continues to go tick, tick, tick. Andy Johnson comes off the field. And we're going to go with Tupu again. He'll be the up back in the I formation. And we're going to go dive play. Don Calhoun. Here's the handoff to Calhoun up the middle. Cardinals begrudgingly give up 2 yards. 9:32 left in the third quarter. Calhoun, 10 carries, 40 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Pretty easy math there. 4 yards a carry. 2nd and 8 from the St. Louis 48. Grogan's going to call his own number. Sweep right, Steve Grogan. There goes Grogan. And he'll pick up 4 yards, the former option quarterback. Hello, Phantomatic. How are you doing, my friend? And it is 3rd and 4. 8:46 left in the third quarter. Patriots up 31-3 as they're trying to punch that ticket to that Sweet 16 bracket. So 3rd and 4, I formation. Tupu's the up back. Calhoun behind him. Wideouts. Jackson and Morgan. Tight end, Russ Francis. 3rd and 4. Don Calhoun. Off tackle right. There goes Calhoun. And great job by the St. Louis front seven. Only a gain of 1. Mike Dawson will be credited with the tackle. 8:01 left in the third quarter. It is 4th and 3 from the St. Louis 33. And here comes the punt team. And here's Mike Hubeck. There's the snappy and the punt as the clock winds down. And it's fielded at the 15. Fair catch. Green with the fair catch. So St. Louis takes over with 7:16 left in the third quarter, 31-3 Patriots. 4 wide out set. Tilly, Gray, Steifen, Bell. Jim Hart under center, the lone back, O.J. Anderson. The Patriots will counter with a 3-2 dime. And they'll play a zone pass defense. With Nelson spying the quarterback, they give the ball to O.J. Anderson. He goes up the middle for 6 yards on the dive. 7:07 left in the third quarter. Again, 4 wide out set. Hart under center. Lone back is O.J. Anderson. Patriots in a 3-2 dime will play zone pass. And again, they give it to O.J. Anderson. And quickly closing is the spying middle linebacker, Steve Nelson. He makes the tackle. And it's going to be 3rd and 2. It looked like O.J. Anderson had the first down. Steve Nelson had his 5th tackle. Going off the field for the Patriots is Raymond Claiborne. That's a blow. Word from the sideline says he'll be back in a few plays, so it is 3rd and 2. Patriots play their defensive line in tight and tight man coverage. And we're going to blitz both Schultz and Nelson. And we're going to double Gray on a medium. Oh, we can't because we're blitzing 2. That's fine. And we're going to play basic. Here come the blitzers. It's a quick throw to the out. Incomplete. Jimmy Hart's now 7 of 18, 97 yards and 2 picks. We're going to watch for the fake punt. I doubt they're going to do it, but it's a coffin corner from way back. It's a 42-yard punt. Rolls out of bounds at the 36. The Patriots will take over 1st and 10 with 6:13 to play in the third quarter. Split backfield of Calhoun and Tutupu. Wide outs Jackson and Morgan. Francis is the tight end. Play action fake. Russ Francis, long slant. Grogan, play action fake, back to pass, looking, fires, complete to Francis. He's got a lot of running room. Brought down just past the 40, gain of 26. And it's Ken Green credited with the tackle for the Cardinals. So 1st and 10, 6:01 to play in the third quarter. The Patriots 31, the Cardinals 3. Again, the winner goes to the Sweet 16. Patriots taking their time out of the huddle. Calhoun and Tutupu in I formation. Tutupu the up back, Calhoun behind him. Jackson, Morgan, wideouts. Francis is the tight end. 2 receptions, 44 yards, and a TD. Screen to Mosey Tutupu. Incomplete. As Williams applied the pressure on Grogan. Grogan has been hurried quite a bit in this game. Steve Grogan now 13 of 28, 169 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. Hand off to Don Calhoun. Actually, sweep left for Don Calhoun. And Calhoun turns the corner, puts his head down, bowls forward for 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 6 from the St. Louis 34. Andy Johnson comes in the game for Mosey Tutupu. So it's going to be Andy Johnson and Don Calhoun. They move out of the I into the split back formation. The wideouts, Jackson and Stanley Morgan. Francis will go out wide. There's a split backfield. We're going to look for Andy Johnson. Hey, diddle diddle. Out of the backfield. Screen pass, Andy Johnson. Complete to Johnson. He's got some blockers in front. But quickly, St. Louis swarms, only a gain of 1. Poor blocking in front of Andy Johnson. Thought he was going to pick up more yards there. 4:13 left in the third quarter. 4th and 5. From the St. Louis 33, the offense will stay on the field as we are out of Jim Smith field goal range. 4th and 5. Play action. Calhoun and Johnson will stay in the block and then release. We're going to go to Harold Jackson on the short hitch. Going for it on 4th. Grogan back to pass. Completes it to Harold Jackson. He's got the first down, tackled by Allen. Gain of 9. Patriots fans loving it here at Old Schaefer Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Retro time 1980. So 1st and 10 on the St. Louis 24. Harold Jackson, 2 receptions, 18 yards. St. Louis was in a 4-2 nickel basic, doubling Stanley Morgan. How wrong were they? We're going to go with a different split backfield of Vegas Ferguson and Horace Ivory for the Pats. Jackson, Morgan the wideouts, Francis the tight end. And we're going to go off tackle left, Vegas Ferguson. Here comes Ferguson. Greer will make the stop for only a 1-yard gain. That's Curtis's Greer 3rd tackle. St. Louis in a 3-4, keying Ferguson with a run blitzer on the delay. Clock winding down to 2:40 to play in the third quarter. 31-3 New England. Split backfield, 2 wideouts, Francis the tight end. Going to go Horace Ivory on the dive. Number 23 gets the ball up the middle. He breaks the tackle and finally brought down near the 5 by Ken Green as he almost busted it for a TD. He does pick up 20. And it'll be 1st and goal from the St. Louis 3. Oh boy, Horace Ivory almost punched it in. Pats looking for their 3rd rushing touchdown. Grogan's going to call his own number on the dive from the 3. Grogan goes up the middle. Oh, quickly swarmed under by Ron Yankowitzki. No gain. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Play action fake. Run counter. Run counter. Pitch out to Vegas Ferguson, so that's pitch out right. Play action fake, pitch out to Ferguson, touchdown! He gets around the corner. That's 6 for Ferguson. Razzle dazzle works once again. The Patriots up 37-3. That's their 3rd rushing touchdown. Vegas Ferguson, 4 carries, 13 yards, and a TD. Let's watch that over. Handoff. No, it's a pitch out. And before St. Louis knows what's hit them, Vegas Ferguson's in the end zone spiking the ball. Here's the extra point by John Smith. The snap, the place, the kick, and it is good. 35-3, 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Smith will kick deep. The Cardinals being bludgeoned. And here's the return. And lo and behold, that is a victory of sorts. There's no flag on the return for the Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10 after the 17-yard return by Green, brought down by Matthews for the Patriots. 1st and 10 on their 26. 4 wide out set for the St. Louis Cardinals. Tilly, Gray, Stife, and Bell. The lone back behind Jim Hart, who's under center, is Otis Anderson. We'll give him the run all day, all week, all night. 8 seconds left in this bludgeoning here in the third quarter. And we're going to play a 3-2 dime. The 2 extra defensive backs, Roland James and Courier. And we're going to play zone pass. Back to pass is Hart. Throws complete to Tilly near the middle. Tackled by Mike Haynes. Gain of 13. That's the end of the third quarter. We go to the final 15 minutes of this bludgeoning. 38-3 New England. As the fans are celebrating a Sweet 16 berth unless something horribly goes wrong. Hart is in shotgun. 4 wide out set. Otis Anderson next to him in the backfield. Patriots in a 3-2 dime. Nelson spying the quarterback. Schultz going to come on the blitz. Zone pass coverage. Shotgun. Hart has it. He tries to take off. And Schultz brings him down. That's his second sack of the day. Rod Schultz with 2 sacks and a pick 6. Jimmy Hart has kissed the turf here at Schaefer Stadium 3 times. 2nd and 13. This time Schultz will spy the quarterback. Nelson will blitz. Pass zone. Shotgun snap. Hart under pressure. Dumps it to Anderson in the backfield. And Anderson's close to that first down. Gains 12. It'll leave a 3rd and 1. Tackle by Bill Courier. That's his second tackle. So 3rd and 1. 14:01 to play in the game. Again, the 4 wide out set for the Cardinals. Tilley, Gray, Steifen, Bell. The lone back is O.J. Anderson. Hart's under center. Defensive line. 3-man set for the Patriots. We're going to play a tight man. Tight man. Pass. Hart's going to give it to Anderson, and he just barely struggles. He gets 2 yards, keeps the legs churning, as we love to say. Tim Fox comes up from his safety position to apply the tackle. As joining us in the chat, Max Cornelius. How you doing, my friend? Check out that wonderful channel. So that's Tim Fox's 5th tackle. 13:17 to play in the Cardinals tournament season. They are down by 35. New England 38. The Cardinals 3. Zone pass coverage for the Pats in a 3-2 dime. Hart's in shotgun. Penalty.
False start. Offense. Number 51. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
So the center, Brant Haney. False start. They'll back up the Cardinals 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15. We're going to blitz Schultz from the outside. Nelson will now spy the quarterback. Steve Nelson. They've sacked Hart 3 times. He's in shotgun. Anderson's with him in the backfield. 4 wide out set. Zone pass coverage. Shotgun snap. Hart looking, under pressure. Throws complete to Steiff. And he's quickly brought down by Tim Fox. And going off the field, number 66, Collins. As he limps off the field, word from the sideline is he'll be back in a few plays. That's Tim Fox's 2nd consecutive tackle, but 6 overall for the game. Dave Steiff's first reception for 5 yards. Hart's under center. Anderson behind him. 4 wide out set. Patriots will switch to a man coverage now. They're going to blitz Schultz once again, and we're going to double Gray on a medium pass. We're playing pass coverage. Anderson gives it to Anderson. Gain of 1 as they went off tackle right. Tackled by Tony McGee. That's his 3rd tackle. Under 13 minutes to play. 3rd and 9 from the Patriot 49. We're going to blitz Nelson and Schultz. Play tight man coverage pass. Back to pass to Jim Hart. Complete the Bell. He's got the first and a little bit more, tackled by Roland James. That's a gain of 13. Hart quickly gets the team up to the line of scrimmage. Nelson spying the quarterback. We're going to show blitz, but we're not going to blitz. Zone coverage pass. Hart gives it to Anderson up the middle. He picks up 7 on the dive. Tim Fox, once again, Johnny on the spot, tackle number 7. Coming close to that 10-minute mark. Zone pass coverage for the Patriots. Hart back to pass. And he is sacked by Sugar Bear Hamilton. Sack number 4. Kiss that turf once more, Jimmy Hart. It loves you. And that's Sugar Bear Hamilton's first sack. And it's 3rd and 10. So the Patriots only sent 3, and the Sugar Bear gets to the honey pot. So 3rd and 10. Nelson will blitz up the middle. Pass coverage zone out of the 3-2 dime. Hart back to pass. Empty backfield looking. Deflected by Stanford. Incomplete. Rick Stanford almost had a pick from his safety position. And it is 4th and 10. The 4 wideouts for the Cardinals. Tilley, Gray, Steifen, Bell. The lone back, O.J. Anderson. Jim Hart's under center. Under 10 minutes of playing the game, the Patriots fans are celebrating here at Schaefer. They have punched their ticket to the Sweet 16. Who they'll play, we shall see, as we're going to have a video up probably 10 minutes after this game to give you the brackets, as all the play-in playoff games will be done after this one. Remember, the 4 teams that had the automatic bye to the Sweet 16, Cowboys and Eagles out of the NFC at 12-4, and the Browns and the Bills out of the AFC at 11-5. So 4th and 10. Schultz will blitz from his outside position. And we're going to play zone pass. Here comes Schultz. They pick him up. Hart completes the Bell. Bell picks up the first down, tackled by Roland James. They convert on the 4th and 12, 9:25 left in the game. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage comes Jim Hart and the Cardinal offense. We're going to play man coverage, blitzing Nelson and Schultz. Actually, we're going to play tight man coverage, pass. Back to pass, here's a blitz, they pick it up, Hart takes off running. Schultz brings him down, but Hart, on his old aging legs, picks up 4 yards. 8:41 left in the game. Again, quickly to the line of scrimmage. And again, we're going to try to make Hart kiss the turf. Both linebackers blitzing, tight man coverage, pass. Hart hands it off to Anderson, and he runs into the blitz. And Mel Lunsford will be credited with the tackle. He got a lot of help from his friends, though. And that's Lunsford's first tackle. Julius Adams is down to 86. Let's get Julius Adams. He needs a breather here. Now let's bring in McDougal. And Tony McGee's down to... But we have no one else to put... Oh, Lunsford. So Lunsford. And Richard Bishop comes in. So the defensive line is McDougal, Lunsford, and Bishop. Schultz at 93. And let's bring in... Golek. Actually, Hawkins. Let's bring in Hawkins. Actually, Golek. Let's bring in Golek. And Golek will now spy the quarterback. I guess Nelson will spy the quarterback. Golek not known for a pass rush. We're going to rush him anyway. And we're going to double Gray on a medium pass. And we're going to play tight man coverage, pass. Shotgun snap. Hart back to pass. It's a screen to O.J. Anderson. He has it. Blocker's out in front. Anderson cuts back towards the middle. Gain of 12 brought down by Bill Courier. And again, quickly up to the line of scrimmage come the Cardinals with 7:07 to play in the game. The Patriots are up 38-3. And we're going to blitz Nelson and Golek. Tight man coverage. And pass. Back to pass. Hart looking. Complete the Bell. Touchdown. So finally a TD's put on the board for the Cardinals. We'll give you a replay. Hart back to pass. Touchdown in garbage time. 6:24 to play. Here's the extra point. And it is good. 38-10. We're going to watch for the onside. And they're kicking it away. They've conceded. And that's a 19-yard return by Ivory. And the Patriots will start. 1st and 10 on their 26. Steve Grogan will come out of the game. Matt Cavanaugh will come in. And the backfield is going to be Chuck Foreman, the former Viking, and Alan Clark. So Foreman and Clark. The wideouts are going to be Pennywell, and Westbrook. And the new tight end will be Don Hasselbeck. We're going to give the ball to Clark out of the split backfield. Off tackle left, Alan Clark. And there goes Clark for no gain. Patriots taking their time out of the huddle. 6:11 left to play. And Chuck Foreman will now get a carry. And Foreman will go pitch left with Chuck Foreman. And Foreman gets to the outside, but just barely. And he is no gain. Clock still running. We're going to stay in bounds. 5:23 left in the ball game. Matt Cavanaugh is going to get a chance to throw the ball here. Ooh, sweep left. Kavanaugh will go to a screen to Chuck Foreman. They set up the screen to Foreman. Kavanaugh. Oh, deflected by Williams. Almost picked off. Ooh, boy. We shouldn't have done that. And here comes a punt team. Patriots punt. Fielded around the 30 for the Cardinals. Fair catch by Green. So Jim Hart, with 4:29 to play, can pad his stats. As we're going to go with a blowout defense here, which is a 4-3 set blowout defense. We're going to play a deep zone. We're going to play the outs. And play pass. Hart back to pass. Looking. Complete over the middle of Gray. And that's a big gain brought down by Roland James. That's a gain of 21. 4:17 left in the game. Again, we're going to play a deep zone. Play the outs. Pass. Back to pass is Hart. Incomplete. He felt the pressure. Tried to dump it down to O.J. Anderson. McDougal applied the pressure. We're going to play our defensive line to the out. And we're going to blitz Zamberlin. Zone pass. Here comes Zamberlin. And Hart struggling. And Zamberlin gets the sack as John Zamberlin turns back the hands of time. That is the 5th sack on Jimmy Hart. 3rd and 17. 3:29 left in the game. And we're going to blitz Schultz this time. Zone coverage pass. Here comes Rod Schultz. Hart rolls away, and now Nelson brings him down. Sack number 6. Steve Nelson with his 2nd sack. As the beating continues, we're not calling timeout. Are you nuts? And it's 4th and 4 miles, 4th and 21. The Patriots, in blowout defense here, are going to play a deep zone prevent. 4th and 21. Hart dumps it to Anderson, and King makes the tackle. It'll be a turnover on downs at the 2-minute warning. So it's 1:57 to play, and we are in our blowout offense. Kavanaugh under center. Foreman and Clark are the split backfield. Westbrook, Pennywell are the wideouts. Hasselbeck is the tight end. Stay in bounds. And we're going to give the ball to Chuck Foreman, the former Minnesota Viking. On an off pitch left, Chuck Foreman. Foreman does not turn the corner, brought down by Criswell. 2-yard loss as we go to a slowdown. Kirby Criswell's 3rd tackle. Patriots is running the clock out here. Let's give the ball to Alan Clark. Clark, trap left. There goes Clark. Tackled by Lee. 1-yard gain. 1:06 left in the game. Patriots again break the huddle very slowly. Fans very happy here at Schaefer Stadium. They're going to make the bracket. Chuck Foreman. Let's see if Foreman. Off tackle right. Chuck Foreman. Here comes Chuck Foreman. Tackled by number 50, Jeff McKintry. But he picked up 2 yards, 21 seconds. And that's the ball game, folks. The New England Patriots advance to the Sweet 16 as they crush the St. Louis Cardinals in our 1980 one-and-done playoff tournament, 38-10. All of the play-in playoff games are done. The brackets, we are down to the final 16. We'll have that for you in about 10 minutes, possibly a little sooner or a little later. Let's go to the box score as the Patriots crushed a very, very poor St. Louis Cardinal team as Jim Hart was coming to an end with the Cardinals in 1980. Bring up the box score. And let's get that up for you in so you guys can see it. Box score will be up shortly. Let me say thank you to Max Cornelius in the chat. Fanomatic. Check out Max Cornelius, Action PC Baseball. The original Grognar for Military Strategy. Thank you very much. ID Gesture, who checked in from Scotland. He's on vacation there. Check out his wonderful channel. Retro Sports Network with Ron Juckett was here for a bit. I greatly appreciate that as they're doing their little red zone, giving us updates. And I was reading them out as I was playing. So spending some time with me. Check out Retro Sports Network. He has a hockey game up there, so please check it out. Give it a like. Give him a subscribe. All right, that's Retro Sports Network. And thank you to Matt McClinning, a long-suffering Browns fan. The Browns lose another close one today. But thank you very much, everyone. Greatly appreciate it. Let's go to the box score, and we will call it a stream. We might play a Sweet 16 game a little later. I don't know. Jim Hart, 16 to 29, 196 yards, 2 picks, 1 touchdown pass, and he was sacked 6 times. Rushing, well, 21 attempts, 65 yards for the Cardinals. Morris, 5 carries, 32 yards. O.J. Anderson was stifled, 15 for 29, and Hart had 1 scramble for 4. Receptions, Anderson, 4 for 36. Gray, 4 for 78. Bell, 3 for 33. Marsh, 2 for 22. And Bell had the only touchdown in garbage time at the end. Morris, 1 for 1. Morris, 1 for 9. Stife, 1 for 5. And Tilley, we kept him under wraps, 1 for 13. For the New England Patriots, who move on to the Sweet 16, they didn't score any points in the fourth quarter. It's the only quarter they didn't. They had 7 in the first, 17 in the second, and 14 in the third. Grogan was 50%, 15 of 30 for 179 yards, 2 interceptions, and a touchdown. Kavanaugh, 0 for 1 in garbage time. Don Calhoun, 12 for 45 and 2 touchdown runs. Steve Grogan, 6 carries, 29 yards. Ivory, 2 for 22. Vegas Ferguson, 4 for 13 and TD. Tatupu, 3 for 12. Clark, 2 for 1. Andy Johnson, 1 for none. Morgan, 1 for none. And Chuck Foreman, 3 for no yards. Receiving-wise, Andy Johnson, 5 receptions, 46 yards. Morgan, 3 for 40. Harold Jackson, 2 for 18. Vegas Ferguson, 2 for 27. Russ Francis, 2 for 44 and a touchdown. Foreman, 1 for 4 yards. And that's it, folks. Let's go to some defensive numbers here and some kicking. Let's go to the kicking real quick. John Smith, 1 for 1 for field goals, 34-yarder. And he was 5 for 5 on extra points. That's a miracle. Neil O'Donoghue, 1 for 1, 29-yard field goal, and 1 for 1 on extra points. Leading tackler for the Cardinals, Williams and Arneson, both with 8. Interceptions for the Cardinals, Green and Williams. For the Patriots, the leading tackler was a safety, Tim Fox. He had 7 tackles, followed by Nelson with 6, and Claiborne and James with 5. Schultz had an interception return for a touchdown. He had a pick 6. They sacked Jim Hart 6 times. Nelson had 2 sacks. Schultz had 2 sacks. Zamberlin had a sack. And Sugar Bear Hamilton had a sack. Scoring summary. At 3:07 in the first quarter, Grogan hit Francis' 18-yard touchdown pass, Smith kick. Then, early in the second quarter, 14:52 mark, Don Calhoun a 6-yard run, Smith kick, 14-0 Patriots. St. Louis would get on the board at the 10:12 mark of the second quarter. Neil O'Donoghue, 29-yard field goal, 14-3 Patriots. The Patriots would then score with 25 seconds left in the half on a 2-yard run by Calhoun. That's his second. John Smith kick made it 21-3. And then after a fumble on the kickoff and a quick completion to Andy Johnson, who got out of bounds, with 4 seconds left in the half, John Smith banged through a 34-yard field goal attempt, and it was 24-3 at the half. Patriots are back at it in the third quarter early at the 13:13 mark. Schultz, 46-yard interception return. Smith kick, 31-3. They would tack on one more touchdown at the end of the third quarter with just 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Vegas Ferguson on a play-action fake pitch right would score from 3 yards out. John Smith kicked the extra point, 38-3. Jim Hart would throw a 6-yard touchdown pass to Bell in garbage time. O'Donoghue extra point, and the final score 38-10. As Max Cornelius said, the Cards didn't show up today. Well, they were really bad in 1980. They could have showed up with twice the team and not win most games. They would rebound a bit in the early 80s with Neil Lomax, who wasn't a bad quarterback. They made the playoffs in the strike season. I think they came close another year. So that's it, folks. Thank you very much. Till next time, health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. You know what's coming. Peace. Be on the lookout for our Sweet 16 bracket video. Bye-bye.